Good day, U.S. History students. Mr. Deegan here for another edition of VidNotes. We're on Unit 2. We're learning about the fight for independence. Please take out your Unit 2 VidNotes packet, which looks like this. And today we're going to be talking about building a country. How do the founders build and set up the structure for an entirely new country? And we're going to be watching scenes from the HBO miniseries, John Adams. So, July 1st, 1776, Philadelphia. And right now, I'd like you to turn to page 4 and page 5. And right now, I'd like you to turn to page 4 and page 5 of your VidNotes packet. That's where lesson 2 lives. And we're going to start taking notes now. July 1st, 1776, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. John Adams, one of our founding fathers, tries to persuade members of the Continental Congress gathered there to vote in favor of declaring the American colonies free from British control. Historian David McCullough calls this speech the speech of his life. Let's listen. Why was Thomas Jefferson chosen to write the Declaration of Independence? It could have been any of the founding fathers. Well, there was a reason. This is the Committee of Five. They were chosen to draft the Declaration of Independence. The leftmost person here is Roger Sherman from Connecticut. This is Ben Franklin, of course, from Pennsylvania. This is Thomas Jefferson from Virginia. John Adams from Massachusetts, and this is Why was Thomas Jefferson chosen to write the Declaration of Independence? Well, there was a committee of 5 founding fathers who were chosen to draft the Declaration, and here they are. Sherman, Livingston. Why was Thomas Jefferson chosen to write the Declaration of Independence? There's a story behind this. There was a committee of 5 founders who were chosen to draft the first draft of the Declaration. And from left to right, we have Roger Sherman of Connecticut, Ben Franklin of Pennsylvania, Thomas Jefferson, of course, from Virginia, John Adams from Massachusetts, and we have Roger Livingston from New York. Now, I'm going to read here. The Committee of 5 thought that Adams should be the one to write the document, but Adams persuaded all of the members to choose Jefferson. When Adams met privately with Jefferson, Jefferson asked, "Why will you not? You ought to do it." Adams responded to Jefferson, "I will not. Reasons enough. Reason first, you are a Virginian, and a Virginian ought to appear at the head of this business. Reason second, I am obnoxious, suspected, and unpopular. You are very much otherwise. Reason third, you can write 10 times better than I can." Well, said Jefferson, if you are decided, I will do as well as I can. Adams concluded, very well. When you have drawn it up, we will have a meeting. I want to show you now a scene that talks about the drafting of the Declaration of Independence. Is this scene are the big three of the committee: Ben Franklin, John Adams, and Thomas Jefferson. Let's take a look at what they say about Jefferson's first draft. We're almost done. We're almost finished with Lesson 2, Black Knight Scholars. We only have our summary questions remaining. Please do those now. Now, a preview of Lesson 3. Next lesson, we're going to be going into the details of the Declaration of Independence itself and the impact it had on the American colonies. Until next lesson, this is Mr. Deegan, signing off.